Isabella's fame has traveled across the realms, and Neferata, the Motarg of Blood, has called her to Shyish. Isabella has just arrived as a horde of demons pours into Shyish. Rotigus, the Rainfather, leads forces of Nurgle into the realm of death. Isabella and Neferata set up magical wards which will keep the demons at bay. But for how long?
Hello friends, welcome back to the Belligerent Duck. Here is Philip and I'm here with Thomas and we are going to play Warhammer Age of Sigmar 2nd edition for you. Today it's going to be Demons of Nurgle against the Legion of Blood. 2000 points match play. But we're using a scenario from the Malign Sorcery book because we think it's awesome. The Protect the Wards scenario. So protect the wards, this is the scenario. Nurgle will deploy here and the Legion of Blood will deploy here. So the goal of this is for one player, that is the Nurgle player, who is me, and I'm the Ravager, and I'm trying to get with my Nurgle army behind these magical wards. Take a look at it. Here we've got 3 wards and they are protecting this area of the battlefield. It's not allowed to put any endless spells in that area, and I can also not move into this area, but I can destroy these Loki here, and then I can move into the area behind it. 3 areas. My goal is to get units into this area. At the end of turn 5, I need to get at least 1 unit wholly within one of these areas. These Loki have each 15 wounds and a 3-up save, but melee weapons hit automatically against them, and I can use any spell on them, even a Mystic Shield, and it will start wearing the Locust ward down. So the Protector also can reinforce them, like wizards or priests. Well, obviously they don't have any priests. They can reinforce them and give them a 6+ after save. These are my 1990 points of Nurgle Demons. So I'm bringing the Taliban of Nurgle Battalion. The general is this Great Unclean One here. He's just a regular Great Unclean One with a sword and a plague flail. And he's got the Hulking Physique trait, and he's got from Gur the artifact, the Griff Feather Charm, so -1 to hit on all hits affecting him. I've got 3 plague drones, 30 plague bearers here. I'm also using these little Nurglings here on 32mm bases as plague bearers, basically to fill up the lines a little bit. We've got a suffocating Gravetide here, 30 plague bearers, 10 plague bearers. Yes, they are marauders, but I'm playing them as plague bearers now, I think. They look almost like plague bearers. Well, they're a Nurgle fight anyway. So, and we've got a Feculent Normal here, we've got Rotigus, and we've got the Spilepox Scrivener. So, both of my Great Unclean Ones have the favorite Poxus spell in addition to their normal spells. And of course he has got this Deluge of Nurgle spell, and we'll be playing in the realm of Shyish. That means that we're also getting additional spells. So, and now we're going for the Legion of Blood. What are you bringing, Thomas?
Well, I've got exactly 2000 points Legion of Blood. My general is, as I have to, make her the general, Neferata, on her mount. She knows the Amaranthine Orb spell, as well as the other spells for Shyish. Then I've got Isabella over here. Isabella knows the Soul Pike spell. Prince Andre on his zombie dragon. He's got the Vile Transference spell and the artifact, which is the Orb of Enchantment. Then we have 40 skeleton warriors with spears and twice 10 warriors with swords. And then 2 units of 5 Blood Knights, and for the first time, because we're playing in Shyish, the Purple Sun of Shyish, which I hope to get off and which I hope does not kill my army.
I hope I can use the Purple Sun. Yeah. Well, okay, so awesome. Let's see what happens in this scenario. This battle takes place in the realm of Shyish, obviously. The Nurgle hordes here came in through this realm gate, and Isabella and Neferata are trying to keep the demons out of Shyish. So we are using the Winds of Death special rule. At the start of our hero phase we roll a dice, and on a 6+ we pick an enemy unit, and then we roll for each model in it, and for a 5 up that unit suffers 1 mortal wound. That will be nice with our huge units here, if we get this Wind of Death to go. Yeah, that was our Realmscape feature. Obviously we also know the spells from the Malign Sorcery that every sorcerer knows. And quick overview over the terrain. So here we've got a mystical forest here, we've got an inspiring, whatever that is, necropolis part there. There's a graveyard, grave site. Yes, another grave site is here. That's a sinister terrain. Another grave site is there. We've got arcane terrain. There's another arcane terrain, a grave tide here. This ruin here is deadly. Oh, that's a part of Nurgle's garden here. This is damned. This is sinister. And this realm gate here is mystical. So, I think that's it. Let's start this game. I obviously deployed first because I set up my whole battalion and I had 3 drops. And I will decide that Thomas will take turn 1. Okay, so Thomas generated 1 command point in his hero phase, and that's all he did in turn 1 because he decided it's better to wait and yes, and then stand there. See what I do. So that was a quick turn for the Legion of Blood, and now we're going into my turn. For the Circle of Corruption I rolled a 5, so we've got the Nauseous Revulsion here this turn, so Thomas will have to reroll 6s for wound rolls for attacks made in the combat phase. In my hero phase so far, I have cast Mystic Shield with the Great Unclean One himself. I've put the Sudden Darkness spell from Shyish on these. That means they are -1 to hit. And my Rainfather Rotigus has just cast the Deluge of Nurgle spell. Thomas didn't unbind any of them. And so I rolled 7 dice, and at 4+ it will be D3 mortal wounds on something. And this is what I rolled for the 7 dice.
Yeah. What's so strong?
6 D3 mortal wounds on different targets, I can see. Okay, let's see. So the first D3 will go on the first ward over there. That's 1 mortal wound on the ward. The other D3 on the other ward back there, D3 mortal wounds for another 1. So now D3 on Neferata, 2.
Trying to negate it on 6s. Nope.
And D3 on Andre, the zombie dragon rider guy over there, 1.
Also trying to negate it on 6s. Blah.
That's a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. And 1 on your Blood Knights over there for 1.
Also 6s.
Not very lucky so far.
Nope.
And 1 on these Blood Knights over there. It's for 1, come on.
And not 6s. No, not single, 6.
Okay, so my movement phase done. These ran, these moved up a little bit. These ran, he moved up a little bit. These ran, oh, I rolled a 1 here. And he moved up too. That's basically it. And because we both forgot our Wind of Death extra rule for the realm, we're going to do it now. So Thomas's Wind of Death for his turn.
Nope.
Mine on a 6. Yes. Okay, I pick a unit, right?
Exactly.
Well, I think I'm going to pick these skeletons there.
Yeah, I would suggest it too.
So 40 dice. 5 up is a mortal wound on the skeletons there. Whoa! We're coming back to you with that. So 13 mortal wounds, and Thomas has an after save here.
Ignoring it on 6s. 2 ignored, so only 11 die.
11 skeletons down, yay! I know they will be back. And now for a bravery roll. 6 you go. Okay.
6 plus 11 is 17. 5 more.
That hit pretty hard. Cool. Okay, now we're going into initiative, I guess.
Exactly.
So, Father, bless me. 2, 1. Okay, I think I need to take this turn. The wheel has moved to the rampant disease, and I have rolled a 3 for the 3 units, and I put mortal wounds on these Blood Knights, on Neferata and on Andre, but Andre ignored the mortal wound. And another Winds of Death roll here. Oh, that's a 1. Lucky you. Okay. Okay, hero phase. Okay, my hero phase is done. It was not very successful. The only thing I actually did is I put the sudden darkness on these plague bearers here. It means they're -1 to hit, so they are actually in melee. They are now -2 to hit. My movement phase is done, and yes, you can see how everything moved up. Actually, most of my units had to run, but because of the feculent maw, I can try to charge with these. It will be, I will need a double 6 here. Well, let me just try this right now. Well, that's high, but that's not good. Oh, and by the way, I'm at 11 contagion points so far, just so you know I'm not forgetting about that rule. And that's it actually for my second turn, and now we go into a Legion of Blood turn 2. Okay, Legion of Blood turn 2. Thomas started with bringing back the dead here, and it ended up he healed almost all of them. Only 2 skeletons are amiss, so 38 skeletons in that unit. And then he rolled for the Wind of Death, and he got a 6. And he dealt 10 mortal wounds to this unit of Plague Bearers here. And I'm going to roll for the saves now, so it's 10 mortal wounds, ignoring them on 5s, because I'm Nurgle and awesome. Well, and I ignore 3 of them.
Very nice.
So that is 7 dead plague bearers here. And look at what happened here. Neferata caused the purple sun of Shyish. Look at that. It went off with an 11 because that these cliffs here or these rocks are arcane. I couldn't dispel it, so now that's where it appeared, and it will be able to move 12, I think, now.
12 inches, exactly.
12 inches because we're in Shyish. Let's see where it goes. And of course, it goes right in between my great unclean one. Flew across these plague bearers here so that they get mortal wounds, at least, that they get killed too, because they
not mortal wounds.
no mortal wounds for them. Okay. Okay, let's see your dice roll then.
So we have 5, we have 10 plague bearers here. On 6s, a model is slain.
Okay.
That's only one model slain.
Okay, so we need to take it.
Not so
right
bad.
here.
And then 2d6 mortal wounds for both of these.
Okay.
Rotigus first. That's 9 mortal wounds.
9 mortal wounds on Rotigus, okay. And now for the other great unlucky one.
That's 6.
That's 6. Okay, let me see if I can save that. 9 mortal wounds, saving on 5s because of disgustingly resilient for Rotigus. Give me some 5s here. Whoa.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good. I mean, I still eat 4 mortal wounds. But yeah, that's nice. So 3 damage on Rotigus.
4, right?
Yes, 4. Yeah. Trying to cheat here, huh? And it was 6 for my great unclean one. So 5s. For this one, I only save 1, so that's 5 mortal wounds on this guy here. Huh. Bad boy. So in the rest of the hero phase, only one thing really went through, and that is ethereal guide on Andre, on Zombie Dragon. That means that he gets +1 on his hit rolls. I think for until your next hero phase.
Exactly.
Okay.
And Neferata used her command ability, which is Twilight's Allure, which is only like a 12-inch bubble around her because she got mortal wounds from these ugly big things over there.
Okay, movement phase done. You can see that the Legion of Blood moved closer and some charges will be happening. Skeletons, Isabella, Blood Knights, skeletons here. Only Neferata went back because she doesn't want to be killed off by the purple sun of Shyish if it goes back. Yes, and the Blood Knights here, the skeletons, and the Vampire Lord on the Zombie Dragon. So, we are going into the shooting phase, and actually Thomas is going to have his one shooting attack with the Zombie Dragon here. Do you want to do it right now?
Yeah, it targets these
Plague Bearers here?
Plague Bearers.
Okay.
And it is automatically because I can't roll more than a lot.
Yes, okay.
And wounds on a 2+.
Okay,
And wounds. It's a rend -3.
Okay.
And does d6 damage.
D6 damage. Okay, let me see that damage. For 2. 2 5-ups. 2 dead Plague Bearers. Okay. Here. And all the charges done and successful. Skeletons over here. Blood Knights over there. Isabella flew over there. Skeletons here. Blood Knights here. And the Zombie Dragon over there. That's it. It will be some happy chopping here. Or not. We'll see. Moving into combat phase. Okay, we did almost the complete close combat phase off camera, but we left the best part for you. So first of all, to wrap it up, 3 Plague Bearers died here, 3 Skeletons died there, and 1 wound on the Blood Knights, but they will heal anyway because they killed something. 1 wound on Isabella from this one Plague Bearer here. They had a heavy debuff here because he has the Wither Stab. This was unfortunate for me. These Skeletons, though heavily debuffed, they just killed 9 of them but not one more. I hoped that they would kill maybe 8 so that others could come back and hold them off for longer, but it didn't happen. And here I actually killed one Blood Knight with the Plague Bearers there, and that's it. And yeah, many Plague Bearers died already in this unit, so they are now just below 20, so they have no negative to hit anymore. And the Zombie Dragon will strike and probably hit very hard. So let's do that on camera.
So starting with the Vampiric Sword, 5 attacks because Legion of Blood, hitting on 2s because of the
spell.
Ethereal Guide,
Yes.
exactly. Still getting 1/1. Wounding on 3s. That's 3 wounds, -1.
3 wounds, -1. So saving on 6s. Can reroll that one. Oh.
And D3 damage. So that's 6 damage.
So 6 disgustingly resilient saves here. Wow.
4.
2 dead. Okay.
Then we have the Zombie Dragon Maw, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. And wounding on 3s. That's nothing.
Uh-oh.
And then the sword-like claws. Hitting on 3s as well. That was better. And
Definitely.
wounding on 3s. Yeah, much better. -1. So 5 -1.
6s. 1 reroll. No.
2 damage each, so 10. Disgustingly resilient.
5s here. Oh, that's bad.
Oh, 8 gone.
So that is 8 plus 2, that's 10 dead Plague Bearers. Okay, now for Battle Shock. So first of all, for the Plague Bearers back there, give me 1 here. I get the 1! D6 return. 4, that's good. Okay, and now for this unit here, need another 1 please. No, 4, that's pretty bad. So this time, yeah, I should have used the command point before. So it's -22, is that right?
Yeah, -20 because you lost 20, and -1 for death, and -1 for the banner bearer.
Okay, so I've got 10, that's 12. Well, unfortunately they are gone. Okay, and anything else? Your skeletons back there, maybe?
Fine, I can roll for them because they have barely 10, -3 is 7, and they lost 3, so let's see. 4 plus 3 is 7, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's it. Now we will have the initiative roll, and this is very important because the purple sun of Shyish can be moved. And I don't want to lose my great unclean ones.
Just a second.
So let's do this now. So I guess in my situation I need to give the next turn to Thomas so that I can move the damn purple sun, because otherwise I will just eat these mortal wounds. Let me think about it. So I just briefly thought about it and I decided to go for the turn and give Thomas the second turn, which means that Thomas can now move the purple sun, but I thought they will probably survive it, and I really need to go next, otherwise the game will end very soon. Okay, so let's go into turn 3, Maggotkin of Nurgle. moved the purple sun. It flew here and back more or less, so that it would affect all of these models. And Rotigus got, I think, 4 wounds. Yeah.
Yes.
And 5. Well, he saved a few. I don't know.
2. Yeah.
Saved 2. Okay. So 5 wounds, and he got only 3 wounds here. And he lived. He survived the attack. So we're putting it down there now because of a wiggly model syndrome, but it's there between the 2 great unclean ones. And yes, now we're going into my hero phase, and at the beginning, first of all, I will roll for the Wind of Death. I need a 6 here, come on. I don't get the 6, okay. And then my Wheel of Corruption, because last turn I was here and now it goes into Corrupted Regrowth. Nurgle units heal D3 wounds at the start of their hero phase, which is now. So he will heal D3. That means 2. He will heal D3. Means 2. So now, because they're great unclean ones, they will heal D3. That's another 2. Another 2. Means 4 each. And because he's part of my battalion, he will heal an additional wound. So meaning he is down to 11 wounds and he's down to 13 wounds. That's acceptable again. So now let's see if these get mortal wounds on a 4+. Yes, they get D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds.
Saving on 6s? No. 2 mortal wounds.
And I think he gets mortal wounds. D3 for 3. Nice. First time he does anything.
No.
Okay. I like that part. And these Plague Bearers, because of my Taliban battalion, get D3 Plague Bearers back for 3. And I put 3 bases here. Maybe I can take out these skeletons at least. I did my hero phase. Deluge of Nurgle didn't work again, unfortunately. But at least he put favored poxes on this guy, so he has to reroll hits, saves, and -1, not reroll, -1 to hits, wounds, and save rolls. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, I reset the Circle of Corruption back to Rampant Disease for next turn. Yeah, and the other, I think that was it, yes. Okay, so now I'm going into movement. Okay, he ran up there. Well, a normal move would have done too. He ran up here. He went in here to hide, but still do his debuff. And they flew over there, trying to go to that locus, probably. And yes, that's it for movement. Oh, of course, he also used his command ability on himself to get an additional attack. I can't pay the command point for that, obviously. Going down to 2 command points. Okay, in the shooting phase, he vomited all over them and killed off 1 Blood Knight, and then he made his charge and is going to swing at them. Unfortunately, the skeletons are also in close combat now, but well, let's see what I can do. I might, well, I will go with him first. Okay, so because of the command ability, Grandfather's Joy, he gets an additional attack with all of his melee weapons. That means 4 for the Plague Flail and 4 for the massive Bile Sword. Oh, of course, and the Nurglings that are on his base. See, many Nurglings on the base. They also have 3 attacks and get 1 additional. So let's start with the massive Bile Sword. This is the important one, so I hope he doesn't mess that up. So he's only hitting on 4s. Yeah, so so much about that. Yes, okay, great. So now the Plague Flail hitting on 3s. They all hit. And I wound on 2s. They all wound. It's -1.
So it's a 5 up armor save. Make 2. What's the damage?
Okay, it's 2 damage each.
So 4 in total. On 6s, I save 1, so 3 damage. So 1 dies, and 1 damage to the bearer.
Okay, and now the Nurglings hitting on 5s. Wounding on 5s. No. Okay. Yeah, well, see, not that exciting. Okay, the end of the combat phase. A couple of skeletons died. A few plague bearers are dead. He is still debuffing rerolling 6s. He has the this charm, so they have -1 at him. So these put 1 wound on him, and I think they also put 2 wounds on him. Yeah, and I think that was their close combat phase for now. I'm still stuck. I'm not really getting through. I hope to roll a 1 here now for my battle shock. Obviously, let's see. Oh, it's a 2.
Fine.
Okay, that's the end of my turn. So now we're going into turn 3 for the Legion of Blood. Okay, Legion of Blood, hero phase done. Most spells failed.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I dispelled, I think, 1 or
2.
2 actually, I dispelled 2. Yay! Something. Okay, so he has put the Dread Knight on himself, and Isabella put Dark Mist on herself. Not Isabella, sorry, Neferata. Isabella is not yet a Mortarch. That means that she ignores modifiers on the save, so she will always have a 4+.
And we have
something here. What did you put on them? Something with a marker?
Because it's from the book, yeah. It's called Ethereal Guide.
Ethereal Guide.
So +1 on their attacks, which, like, with the -1/+1 cancels themselves out.
Ah, okay. Movement phase. Neferata came close. Shield charge. The Great Unclean One and Andre came close. He couldn't land anywhere here. There was no space for him, so he went there. And will attempt to take out Rotigus here. And that's now your shooting attack on Rotigus, probably?
Rotigus. Let me check that. Hitting on 3s, because he's the 1 unit, I have to roll for an hit. And that's hit. Wounding on 2s, actually. That's a wound. -3. So, yeah.
Okay.
And d6 damage for 5.
Okay. 5 up.
Whoa.
Cool. So that's 1 more damage on Rotigus here. Okay, and the charges were successful. Neferata charged. Andre charged. Now for the close combat. These two will fight now. Neferata will swing into the Great Unclean One. All attacks -1 because of the charm.
So I commit half first. Hitting on 3s, unfortunately. But it's fine. Wounding on 3s again. That's 4 wounds, -1.
Okay, so that's 5s. Oops! I make them all! Awesome! Okay, and now?
I commit set. 2 attacks hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s again. That's nothing.
Oops.
And then we have 5 attacks from like the skeletal claws. They're hitting on 5s only, so 2 hits. Wounding on 3s, so nothing again.
Oops.
And the Spirit Spectral Daggers. Take another dice, maybe. 6s are mortal wounds. Wait, no, you're -1, right?
Yes.
So 6s are standard hits then, and nothing. Well,
I got lucky at the right moment here, I guess. Okay, so now I will go for Rotigus. Okay, I turned off the camera too quickly. I wanted to attack with Rotigus, but then Thomas said no. What did you say?
I used the Orb of Enchantment one use only in the battle. And an enemy here within 3 inches of the bearer, like Rotigus, may... what can he do? He
may not
pile in, attack, or use abilities.
Yeah, so Rotigus is just not doing anything. But that means, like, pick another one, or is it skipped? I guess I can just, I think I just pick another one. Okay, so I think I'm going to take the Great Unclean One first. So I'll attack with the Great Unclean One, and the Plague Flail and the Nurglings will go into Neferata, but the Bile Sword will... Well, no, let's do it differently. The Bile Sword goes into Neferata, and the rest goes into the Knights there. So, Bile Sword, I need 4s here. Come on, this time. 3 hits. But it's now wounding on 3s. Okay, 2 wounds, -2.
No minus, because Dark Mist.
Yes.
So 4 plus.
It didn't help you.
No.
That's 6 damage.
Negating on 6s. Not
Getting
a
none.
single one.
Okay, so now the Plague Flail into the Knights. 3s. 3s. 1 -1.
So on a 5.
No. 2 damage.
6s to negate. No, 2 damage.
I think it kills 1, right?
1, yeah.
And now the Nurglings. 2 hit. 5s. No. Okay. That was that. So, are you going here or are you going over there?
I can't do anything here, so let's go start over here.
Okay, so the Knights kill 5 of them here. Okay, Bearers die here, 1 skeleton dies here. The debuffs here are still active, so these Plague Bearers are holding up nicely, and now we're going to this. So he is down to 10 wounds. I'm afraid Rotigus might die now. We'll see how much damage the zombie dragon can do.
Vampiric Sword first, 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling because of his Dread Knight ability. That's 5 hits. Wounding on 3s. Oh, there's only 2 wounds, -1.
Okay, 5 up save. No?
D3 damage for 4.
4 damage, okay. 5s. That's 2 mortal wounds I'm giving back to you.
Okay, ignoring them on 6s. No.
And 1 wound on Rotigus. So the zombie dragon's maw.
Hitting on 4s, rerolling. Let's see. Yeah, better. And wounding on 3s. That's 3 wounds, -2.
Okay, 6s, come on. No!
D6 damage.
Oh no.
That's only 7.
Only 7. 7 is Nurgle's number, we can do that. 5s here. Whoa. 1 mortal wound to you. And ignoring 4, so 3 more wounds on Rotigus. He's down to 6. Still good, but dishing out some damage while he's getting killed.
And then Sword-like Claws. Hitting on 4s, also rerolling. 1 more. And wounding on 3s.
Ouch.
Ouch. 2 wounds only. -1.
1.
2 damage.
2 damage. Okay, ouch. Down to 4. He's going down slowly, but he's still alive. So fortunately he can't swing at you. That's the only thing that's really bad. Okay.
Then we have this Bloodnet over here.
Yeah, he can do something.
5 attacks because he's the leader. Hitting on 4s because -1 debuff. That's 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds. -1.
Make one fail one.
1 damage only.
Make it, and that's a mortal wound.
And then skeletons. No piling in.
Okay, pile them in. So all the attacks resolved. So also the great unclean one from the skeletons got some wounds. We're not sure right now if it's 1 or 2, but it wasn't great because they still have to reroll 6s, and because of his artifact they're -1, so still they are slowly dying here. And now we're going to do another roll off for turn 4. Let's see. 4. That means
I can choose. I went second.
no, but you would get the double turn now. I think in that case we have to look that rule up. Okay, so we just looked it up, and because I went first last turn, I can choose now, and I'm going to choose to go second so that I can move the purple sun, and will probably kill Neferata with it. That's the plan. But the downside is that something somewhere on this battlefield, something of mine will die. That's what happened. The purple sun went there, killed off Neferata, and here 8 skeletons also got slain. But that's it for my fun in this turn, and now Thomas will go with his Legion of Blood. Okay, hero phase done. He drank from his chalice and he healed how many wounds?
4.
4. What a jerk. And Dread Knight on himself. Isabella put
Ethereal Guide on
the
her?
Ethereal Guide on her. I think she hits better now, right?
Yes.
And
Skeletons came back.
Skeletons came back! Oh no! And they're all around the Great Unclean One. And that's it, I think, from hero phase and movement. So we're going into the close combat phase, just so that you know we didn't forget about the Wind of Death, but Thomas didn't roll the 6. So he's going to swing first, and he'll try to kill off Rotigus. He already tried to use his shooting attack at him. I don't know what that is, Scream or something?
It's the pestilential breath.
Oh yeah, the breath. Yeah, well, of course that doesn't do anything to Rotigus because he just loves it. Okay, so now his attacks.
5 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling.
I hate Dread Knight.
It's the best. Wounding on 3s. Oh yeah, that's 1 wound only, -1.
That's 6.
Yeah, good thing I have this. Zombie Dragon Maw, hitting on 4s only, but re-rolling. No change here. Wounding on 3s, 1 wound -2.
6. No?
And that's D6 damage actually. 1, awesome!
6, 6, 6, 6. No, okay, that's 1 wound.
And the sword-like claws. Hitting on 4s, but re-rolling, thankfully. That's all.
Oh no, oh no.
And wounding on 3s.
That's bad.
-1 though, so 4 -1.
Okay, 5s.
And that's 2 damage each.
Okay, 6. This needs to be good now. It's 2 mortal wounds at you. That's 5 damage. Rotigus is dead.
Finally.
So we resolved all of the attacks in this combat phase, and the last attacks were those of this steed here, and the Great Unclean One was down to 1 wound. And you know what this steed does? Yes, You guessed it. It kills the great unclean one. Well, that's my revenge now. And here 2 more plague bearers die. They save very well. Okay, and that's the end of the turn. My forces are really depleted, but I still have a chance. Unfortunately, I won't be getting many contagion points anymore. So it doesn't look like I'll be summoning units. But there is still one thing I can do, and I will try to do it in this turn 4 of mine. I'm on the Rampant Disease. That means I'm dealing D3 mortal wounds on D3 different units within 12 inches. 2 different units. Well, that's going to be the skeletons and the blood knights here. So on the skeletons, 3.
So 3 die.
And on the blood knights, 3.
1 dies.
Okay. Awesome. And yes. So otherwise, unfortunately, I don't really have much to do because my heroes are almost dead. Well, he's still a hero here, but yes, let's go into movement. Okay, I put them here, charged this locust here, and but I won't hit first with these. I will attack first with these plague bearers. The plague bearers here kill the skeletons. She kills him, though he sneezed at her and caused her 1 wound, but because then she killed him, she heals herself again. So, and now what's left to do is do these auto hits, but I still have to wound that thing. So now I attack with them and I put 6 wounds on this, so it won't be, probably it won't be enough to get through. Who knows? It's still possible because there might be one combat phase before I do my last turn. But we'll see. And we are not sure about this, how this is handled. So we assume now, actually, that the Purple Sun also does damage to this, and I just did 10 damage to that locust. It does not matter anymore, really, because I have no units to go in there, but yes, probably if other spells can hurt the locust, why shouldn't an endless spell be able to hurt it? Okay, and the Blood Knights do some killing here. They actually kill 6, and that means that in the battle shock they failed a little bit. So more run away or dissolve, go back into the garden. And yeah, that's the end of the turn. Doesn't look very good to me. For me, I still have a minor chance to get in there, but it's not big. So we are going to do the initiative roll now. Let's see.
Again, this means because you had the second
because
turn
you
now,
went first, now you get it.
I can take it,
Yes.
or take the second turn. I have to think about it because I want to dispel this, otherwise it might destroy the locust.
Okay, so turn 5.
Turn 5. I thought, because there's still this impenetrable barrier here, if this gets destroyed, he could just like fly in from this side. So what I'm gonna do is take second turn to move this endless spell into the barrier so it gets dispelled.
Mm-hmm.
But the barrier is still intact.
Okay, that means that I have to do my phase, and the good thing about this is that for you is that I don't get a phase in which I can move in there. So now I cannot really win anymore, because now I have to do my turn. I have to destroy this, and then it's your turn, and that means I don't get the chance to move anymore. So I'm actually losing this, but I want to try if I can destroy that. Okay, so I managed to bring this down to 3 wounds, but it wasn't enough. And now it's Thomas's. Well, we didn't do anything here, but it's actually really the end of the game because I have no chance of getting through anymore. That means that yeah, the Legion of Blood win this. Yeah, I guess we'll do a quick recap. So thanks for the game.
Thanks for the game.
Okay, quick recap. So, Neferata, though she wasn't alive anymore, succeeded with Isabella to keep the forces of the Rainfather out of Shyish. Yes, I think the scenario was great, but perhaps not the best for Nurgle, I don't know.
Not so much, definitely.
So, I mean, my Nurgle army is really based on resilience and not so much on dealing damage. And for an army where for a scenario where I have to attack aggressively, I think it's very hard for me to win here. Yeah, but I mean, I think there were still some interesting moments, or some moments in which it was actually in which it was not clear what would happen. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the same. I'm also not 100% sure what to do with Neferata yet, because it was the first time I used her. But I think she's better suited not attacking a big thing, but mainly smaller things, like Black Bears, for example, would have been a better target. In the game there were some moments where I thought, weird, that looks bad now. And also when the Purple Sun came back and killed Neferata off, that was not so much fun, but yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I think yeah, Neferata, it's hard to say what to do with her. I think this wasn't a typical game, so we'll have to try and see what you do with her. But I think that in general you have figured it out how to play your Legion of Blood. I think they are a big challenge now already. For me at least. Hopefully. Yeah, and of course my Nurgle Daemons have their debut on this channel. Tell us what you think about that. Admittedly, I started playing Nurgle Daemons mainly because I wanted to paint them. And now I have a almost fully painted army of Nurgle Daemons. I can't say that I enjoy playing them too much. I think I'm really a destruction player at heart. But I will give it another shot. I mean, this wasn't my first game, but I haven't played too many games with them yet. And yeah, well, what else is there to say?
Well, I really enjoyed the Purple Sun. When it goes off, it does an insane amount of damage, especially on big targets actually. But the 6s for slain models, if you like are within 1 inch or fly over them, for bigger blobs are nice, but it's like only on 6s, but for like 40 skeletons or so, yeah, skeletons is kind of useless, but for Black Bears it was okay.
Yes. Yeah, I think the Endless Spell, the Purple Sun is a good example for how much can go wrong when you cast an Endless Spell, but I felt the most important thing about the Purple Sun was that when it was out, there was this moment in which I had to choose whether I go for a double turn or move the Purple Sun. I probably decided for the wrong thing. I moved the Purple Sun, at least I killed Neferata, but I don't know. In that turn, then you killed all my Great Unclean Ones, my 2 Great Unclean Ones. So I don't know. I mean, I think that's the main thing about the Endless Spells, that you have to choose what to do. Yeah, I don't know. I really like them as an addition to the game, I think.
Yeah, totally. I also like these realm-specific rules and the realm-specific artifacts, which I didn't use in this case, but could have, and the realm-specific spells, which were really nice, especially Ethereal Guard, for example.
Yes, I think it's really worth playing with realms and playing with the realm-specific realms that are in the Malign Sorcery book.
Realm-specific realms?
Realm-specific spells, yeah. Realm-specific spells, yes, that are in the Malign Sorcery book. Yeah, I think they add something to the game. I know that in many cases you will forget about them, but before the game, take some time, I think, sit down, read the spells and decide which ones you want to use, and then you will benefit from them. I mean, of course, if you're a Stonecast player, probably you have so many things to choose from, but if you're a Destruction player, maybe these additional things can really help you. Well, okay, so that's it, I guess, for the game. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and well, see you next time.
See you and have fun playing war games.
Yes, bye bye.